What's up, y'all? It's the Hustle and Flow podcast. I think either episode 5 or 6. I don't even remember. But today I got with me the homie. Go ahead and tell him who you are, bro.
All right. My name Devon. I go by the name of Devon. That's D-V-O-N. Up-and-coming rappers, producer. I just want to say, thank you for, having me here. I really appreciate it. Man, it's a blessing. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's about to be crazy. So we do have a lot of topics. Obviously, y'all know we are heavy on music. But before we get into this music, I wanted to hit him with a different kind of topic today. So I don't know if you know, but last night they canceled the NBA season. They postponed it because of the coronavirus.
Yes.
So a player had it or was exposed to it, and immediately after that, they literally shut down the whole season. Trump banned all travel to Europe, and Tom Hanks, that came out that Tom Hanks had it. Some other professional soccer player had it. Bro, that all happened last night within a 30-minute span. And it's crazy because people have been I was talking to some of my homies, and it's like, bro, nothing is serious, bro. We try to make jokes out of everything. But it's we tried to make jokes out of it, but it's getting too crazy. Okay, the NCAA tournament, they're gonna have to play without fans. The NBA said now they backtracked and said, okay, we'll play, but just without fans. The tournament, the March Madness, they gotta play without fans now. They gotta play without fans. Rodeo Houston got shut down.
Yes.
Chance was there.
Matter of fact, South by Southwest was
South by Southwest got canceled. Coachella got canceled. So I'm planning on going to Jambalaya. And for me, thinking bro, maybe it's just these big platforms that it's people coming from all around the world. I'm hoping that that's what they're thinking when they cancel it, because it's Jambalaya is just in Texas, or these little shows I'm going to are just in Texas.
Right.
But in your view of it, how crazy do you really think this virus is? That's why I had this plan for us. So y'all probably can't see, but I got this plan on Netflix, and I think it's called Contagion. No, maybe it's not called Contagion. I'm trying to see what it's called really quick.
Okay.
This is this came out in 2020. Oh, it's called Pandemic. So look, bro, this came out in 2020. This came out this year, and it's literally a season about how to prevent an outbreak. How is this it's so current. There's shows about it, bro. Kim Kardashian put on her Instagram, on her Twitter, she said, Courtney sent me this in our group chat, and I'll read what it says. It's in some book. It says, from psychic Sylvia Brown, written in 2008. I don't know who that is. Don't roast me. It says, in around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs, the bronchial tubes, and resisting all known treatments. Almost more baffling than the illness itself is the fact that it will suddenly vanish as quickly as it arrives, and it will attack again 10 years later and then disappear completely.
That sounds something similar to what...
Bro, that sounds... See, what is that?
Matter of fact, let me read it. It's by Dean Koontz.
I feel like that's a well-known author, though. I feel like that's a well-known author.
And what it says, in around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness was spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and
that's what I'm saying. It's hard. Don't roast us, bro. We're literally reading off a phone, and somebody took a picture of a book. You gotta zoom in. Yeah, you gotta zoom in. But I said all that to say, what do you think about that? How do you feel about this? Because I'm honestly pretty I don't want to buy into the fear, because I feel that's really gonna ruin everything. But how do you feel about it? I'm gonna just say.
Okay, let me say this. First things first. In the beginning of this decade, we didn't have a good start.
Oh, you're talking about Kobe?
With Kobe.
What else? This.
Just a lot of people, dying, and we didn't have a good start. But with this situation, I mean, dang, it's that bad. Remember, years ago we had the swine flu, we had Ebola.
Swine flu, Ebola, Zika. But it's all those things were able to be brushed off, though. Yeah. But now, people are still doing the same things. They're still roasting it. But it's bro, it's stuff's getting shut down, though. It wasn't like that before.
To bring this up, you seen the video, the lady in the elevator?
Mm-mm.
You ain't seen that?
What
Well,
is
she
it?
had the coronavirus, and it's a camera of her. Well, a camera showing her spitting all over the elevator.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe she felt like
You're
if I got it,
nasty.
everybody gonna get it too. You know what I'm saying? That's some trifling.
Hey, tell me why Rudy Gobert, the NBA
Yeah.
player that has been
Exposed.
he's been exposed to it. He's not a confirmed case, but let me see if I can find it, bro. Before he was in a press conference and he touched all the microphones. Like he touched all the microphones and everything like that and everything because he was making fun of the coronavirus, but then it was confirmed or not confirmed, it was reported that he had it. Like he just did it as a joke weeks ago. But now it's reported that he had it. So now people are like, bro, you know how many people you could have infected just by your trolling?
Wow.
That's what they're saying, though. I don't. You know what I'm saying? You really never know what people are going through. Like if that's really true, not true.
Yeah.
But let's say he ends up not even having it. So I mean, it was straight. He was just trolling. He was just making a joke out of it because you could never know. Just like me right now, I'm messing with my beard and stuff. Like, what if I have it? Like we were saying that, like, should we even be doing this podcast, bro? We should have did this with masks on. We got to take the precautions. But they're saying black people can't get it, bro. They said there's no cases that black people don't have it.
Hey.
I don't know if that's true though, but they're saying as of right now, there's been like no confirmed cases with black people. So maybe they have the genome.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe it's the cocoa butter or the skin or something.
Yeah, it's
the sweet skin.
At this point, with all this going on, you know, I just try to stay clean. You know, shower probably twice a day, three times at the most. Keep my hands washed.
I feel like people don't stress that enough too. Because look, that's the thing. They said it's not airborne. They said it's like fluid. So I guess it's like, let's say someone sneezes or spits on something, and like you touch it, and then you touch your face or whatever. So before you came in here, like, I mean, even when you came in here, you saw me wiping everything down and stuff like that. Like I got all my cleaning supplies and everything over there. Like, not because of precaution. That's just how we were raised. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lysol and all that has been a part of my life. So I was telling my homies, like, bro, the only thing you can do is just stay prayed up. Because look, if you're going to get it, you're going to get it, bro. And if that's the way you go out, that had nothing to do with you. You really can't, you can prevent it, but you know what I'm saying? You can't really prevent that. But it's crazy to see like shows like this and stuff that have been talking about this for years. Because let's say this is just something that came out in 2020. Let's look back at like I Am Legend or like World War Z, like those old movies where Will Smith is the only person in the world because there was like a contagion and all this. Like, bro, there's been shows about that, but like all the stuff that would happen in movies and stuff, all the stuff that would happen like in crazy movies, it's actually happening in real life. It's like a video game like these days, bro. Yeah, it's a prediction. Yeah. It's crazy, right? And then seeing like articles like that makes you think like, it's pretty suspect. Yeah. What's going on? People are saying that North Korea said that they had a gift for us when like a couple months back, and then all of a sudden we got a new virus. But I don't like seeing some of the conspiracy theories because it's just like, it's so crazy to me. And then one of my homeboys put in the group chat that there's an active patent on the coronavirus. And I got it right here. So this is an active patent. I don't know. Look, so coronavirus, this might not be the actual one. You never know, but inventor. It lists 3 people, and it lists the patent. It lists the worldwide applications. This starts from 2014. And also, it says, like, look, it has charts of, like, its growth, the growth rate of it. Wheezing, it shows, like, side effects and different things. Like, the activity and how it reacts to your body. Like, what is that?
Send me that.
Yeah, I need to send you that because I feel like there's just a lot of stuff going on. And, like, you know what I'm saying? These days, it's like, literally, I feel like it's 2 train of thoughts. It's like, what happens in the news? No, there's like 3. What happens in the news? what happens in the world and then like what happens online. So online is where everybody's getting into their bag. They're doing their investigating.
Yeah.
They're trying to look up articles from 1980 on some like Dead Sea Scrolls talking about we predicted this in the 80s. And then they're saying there's been a pandemic every single decade. No. There's no way, not decade. Every single, I don't know what it was. Like I guess from every 100 years, right?
Ooh,
I think they said it was 2020, 1920, 1820. There was like a graph of it on Twitter. But that's the thing. You hear me? There's a graph of it on Twitter. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, we quote it so easily because it's like, that's really, they're the ones putting out all the information, bro. Like, and I'm trying to find it. And this says U.S. suspends, oh yeah, we already talked about that. They suspended all travel to Europe. But I did a little bit more investigation last night. And they're really saying that it is such, people under the age of 60, their risk of getting it is like 0%. It's not even 1%. After 60, it goes up to 1%. If you have the risk factors, which are if you have heart disease, if you have cancer, if you have different things that would make you more prone to it, and then another like 10 years or whatever adds up like another like 2%, like 4%. It's not a lot, but those are the people that are actually prone to dying from it. Right. But getting it, that is a different story because I really thought that only young and old people could get it. But as we've seen now, I mean, people in the league are getting it, or Tom Hanks, but he's kind of older, but they got it, but they might not, they probably won't die from it.
Right.
Which still is trash because now they're saying that you can volunteer to be injected with the coronavirus and get paid like, I think it was like $4,500 or like $7,000. Those are the two numbers I heard.
What's the point
because
of that?
They're trying to see cures. They need people to, you know what I'm saying? To try to find a cure.
I've heard that.
Would you do it?
No. Shoot. I care about my body.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna like. What if they can't cure it? You're done. Yeah. What's that money gonna do for you?
Yeah, nothing.
But I just hope they don't. I said all that to say, bro, please don't cancel any more shows, bro, because I'm really looking forward to going to these shows. And now we can jump into the music. Unless you have anything more to add about this virus, bro.
All I gotta say is all that's going on has just been down here. It's just.
Ooh. Mark Cuban, though.
Mark Cuban?
He don't have it. But
okay.
He said that since the NBA is they're canceling the season, they're pretty much laying off all their workers, their full-time workers, the people that are not millionaires. Mark said that he's going to work with people in his organization, and he's going to set up a plan to have people still work. Think about that. That's a boss move. He's a billionaire.
Yeah.
The NBA players are millionaires. What about me and you that work in the like loading dock every day? What are we gonna do? And he's the only one in the NBA to step up and say, "No, I'm gonna make a plan to some type of way. We're gonna work out a program so that their families can still eat."
Yeah, and dang, I'm glad you brought this up.
Is that not respectable though? Mark has always been that type of guy that is on his own way, bro.
And not only that, that's, canceling school, closing down schools because it is college students, they
get an extra week of spring break.
Some that work in school.
Yeah, some that work at schools. My sister's off now. Tarleton got off. TCU, Texas. I don't know about A&M yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do. But all these kids at spring break, y'all have the virus now. Period. Y'all have it. Everybody at Padre and all your vacations and all that, just on the beach with thousands of people.
It's out there.
You have it. No, you have it. I'm just telling you have it. I already know somebody's probably out there trolling me like, I have the coronavirus, and he probably just has like some coronas. But we're going to jump into this music. And first, before we do any other music stuff, we got to talk about that Eternal Atake. I just did an album review. I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm going to let him talk because I have a whole other video coming out. He'll talk first, then, well, you know what I'm saying? We'll just do the thing. But EA came out. I listened to it. I had my thoughts about it. I was gonna do my video. I felt a certain way about it. Then I linked up with him, and we talked about it. He had a certain view about it, and I just told him take another listen. And then when we link up and do the podcast, tell me what you think about it. So now, what do you think about EA, bro?
Okay, first thing, Lil Uzi, you don't know what to expect from this guy. At first, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what I thought about it the first time I listened to it. Went through the whole tracks. I mean, I like the songs. Don't get me wrong. It's just, from listening to so many other artists who come out with, expected albums or come out with albums, I'm used to the concept of the album. So when I first listened to this album, I'm thinking like, why don't the songs, fit well with the concept? Why does the songs not, relate to the concept of the album? I love the whole theme of it. It's edgy. It's like he is kind of pushing it there, with the whole theme of that album, Eternal Atake, that's based off Heaven's Gate. And that's a cult. And
they committed mass suicide, by the way.
Mass suicide. But when I listened to it, I just didn't like the fact that, the songs did not fit well with the concept of the album. But my homie Darius told me to, give it another listen. So I did. I listened to it more and more. And I noticed how unique it was, the way he fluctuated with his vocals. The songs do mean, what he talking about in each song, it do mean like he's on point with his subject, with his subject.
Because this is an artistic perspective, so you can critique. Like, these are just things that, like he said, he felt as though Uzi lacked the cohesiveness between the concept, not the vibe. Because y'all think the concept is just an album cover. We're talking about the concept. Like, a concept is, let's say, something like My Dark Twisted Fantasies, or something like 808s and Heartbreaks. It would have to do with whatever the title is, whatever the artwork is, and that flows into your music. I'm not going to say too much because I'm going to give my perspective on it as well, but I'm just letting y'all know he's coming from that artistic perspective, as in, I see what you're doing. I know that there's value in that, but I'm giving you my opinion about how things, fit together and were translated to the fan. So, what were you saying about EA now?
And so, with this album, it's a lot of things that, I came across, like the song Vanita. Vanita, is that the name
That's
of the song?
That's my favorite song on the album. Well, Vanita Prices, Bust Me P2, but Vanita, I like that song a lot.
Vanita.
I like it a lot. I don't even know what that is.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay, so basically, Urban Dictionary, is that a good source?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, I'll go ahead and read it out loud.
I'm scared.
A crazy, nice, immature girl who will make you smile all day long. Very crazy girl who is usually Greek and has many friends. She doesn't care what other people think about her because she's very confident about anything and everything. She is loyal to her friends, and if anyone bullies them, she will stand up for her friends. If you have a friend, Vanita, make sure to keep her close.
That could be occultic, but it's just a part of the Greek stuff, because he was talking about the girls in his album blue, cover and stuff like that. So
purple, yeah.
Let's just say this. Well, I'm gonna let you wrap up your thought, and then I'm gonna give my perspective on it. So, Vanita, you were kind of like, what did that have to do with it?
What did they have to do? Yeah.
Okay. What about the other songs, or what about some other stuff you noticed in that?
P2, that I call that track the unexpected track. I mean, it sounds similar to.
It is a part two.
Yeah, it is a part two. Look, P2 is part two, but I'm thinking that he's gonna, play the same track.
Exactly. That's what I said in my video. I said, when he said, I don't really care because
I'm done.
He said, I'm done. And you're
this is an aftermath of that EXO tour lifestyle.
Yes.
So, that was unique. I like that. I'd say the only track, I had to listen to this multiple times. I'm starting to like it, but at first I'm like, man, this is all over the place. Pop.
I like that.
Like it's catchy. Don't get me wrong.
Wasn't that the one that he said Balenci?
Every time I listen to that track, I think of Balenci.
Y'all know what I said in my video. That is the hardest bar on earth. That's why we both agree on the album, but I have a different perspective. Like the things that he's noticing and being like, Uzi, come on now. Like
he's unpredictable.
He's unpredictable.
Yes.
I'm gonna just jump in and get my thoughts on it. The album is fire, bro. Literally, I listened to it for the first time. You know what I thought? I thought that it was mid. I didn't even think it was that good. I thought that literally maybe like 4 songs on it were good, not even great. And then I listened to it more times. Not from people telling me, just because I had time, I was going to do an album review. And literally, I feel like what helped me gain a new understanding for it and hear, because you got to hear. It's the ear for certain things that he's doing and stuff like that. What made me have that and catch on and really rock with it more was I felt like because I've been an Uzi fan for a long time. I haven't been an Uzi stan, but like I said, I've been an Uzi fan. So I'm used to him doing crazy stuff. I'm used to him having abstract and wild concepts that he tries to tie in to certain music. So having that in mind, and it's not a conscious thing. It's just like if I go into a J. Cole album, I know I need to catch on to some words that he's talking about. If I go into a Drake album, I know I need to catch on to what he's saying. If I go into a Kendrick album, I know I need to watch out for, you know what I'm saying, beat flips or whatever. If I go into a Frank album, like, you just know that. You're not, like, feeling like, okay, I need to look out for this. It's just how you listen to it. So me being a Uzi fan, this was for his fans, bro, because they've been waiting for it for a long time. I literally love the album, bro. Like, I fell back from a few songs. Not fell back as in they're trash, but a lot of them I thought were super, super fire. But even when I did the review, like, it just depends on the mood. Like, if you're in the mood, the whole album will slap. And there are slappers like Veneta, P2, Prices, Low Main. Like, bro, yeah, the album is great. The album is great. And what he's trying to say is the concept, he views the concept as something that is here, and is seen in the music. Uzi had the concept in the outside, but as far as in my opinion, the concept translated in more of the beats. It was more of a vibe than really a concept because that's what he was on. But that can be considered a concept. This is the concept of the album. It's about some type of outer space travel with aliens, and because he really took that element away from the Heaven's Gate thing, which was they believed that aliens were going to come down to take them. Right. And I feel like that's really the part that he kind of gravitated toward and tried to use in his music with the short film, with the thing coming down to zoom him out, and different beats that were like intergalactic type. You know what I'm saying? That different type of beats that sounded like space travel, like themed. Like you can tell certain beats were not even certain beats. The whole thing was catered to sound like futuristic, to sound like out of this world. So I feel like that's really the gist of it. And you might want it to be more, and it could be more, because he's saying that he's having a deluxe. But the thing is that Uzi might be the only one that can actually fluently, or he has super fans, bro, that are on Twitter that decipher everything. And they said that the first 6 songs, the other 6, and the other 6, since there's 18, so there's 3, they're all different personas of him. One's Lil Uzi, one's Orangey, and one's Baby Pluto, like different vibes. And you really can see that if you listen to the sections.
Noticed that too.
But he might be the only one that can fluently express the concept of the album, even though he's tried over Twitter and Instagram, and people are telling me that makes perfect sense. No, it doesn't, bro. It really doesn't make perfect sense. It makes sense. Obviously, I can comprehend it, but it doesn't make perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not finite. It's still abstract. So I understand what you're saying and how you were just saying, I kind of felt a certain way about it. But me, I love the album, bro. I thought he did a good job. And I think this album, bro, it's doing numbers. I literally, like the first day, they said that each track on the album got over 1 million streams in one day.
Yeah.
And then he was projected to sell like 325 1,000 units, which I am gonna assume that he's gonna go up to 500,000 in the first week. I think he's gonna do 500,000. And the thing is, in this day and age, like Ye and 50 Cent back then, and Jay-Z and them, like they've done a million album sale like first weeks.
Right.
Like that was back when that's the only way you're getting it is physical copies. Like they've done that before.
Right.
But in this day and age, we have yet to see that. We've seen it on the streaming side, but just that raw numbers, like I feel like it's been more diluted. Like we've seen just the 100,000s. And if you go over 100,000, that's like elite, like Lil Baby did 190, which was a huge jump in his career, which I'm going to talk about in another video. I've been saying that since 2017 that I love Lil Baby, and he was one of the most consistent artists out because like in 2018 or 2017, bro, he had like 4 albums out, and none of y'all were talking about it. Like my friends were talking about it, like when he put out that freestyle and Southside, like that Lil Baby, when we first started seeing him, y'all should have just gone on Apple Music and looked and be like, dang, like he has 4 albums right now.
Yeah.
When are they from? Oh, they're from this year. I was like, they're from this year. Yeah. I was like, you listen to him, he doesn't sound like a new artist. And he said repeatedly, bro, he wasn't even a rapper. He was trapping. Like he already had money. He was hood rich. He had just came out of prison when P and them were like, no, like you really need to rap. Like for real. And he would already be in the studio because he knew P, he knew Coach K, he knew Young Thug, he knew Gunna, he knew all those, he knew the Migos in them literally from the streets. Like he was that guy. But the fact that he was that guy and he had the image and he was a real street dude made him marketable for rap, and he actually could rap. And he said that he didn't really be like, you know what, I see them not, like, I'm going to plan out to do different moves. He said he'd just be in the studio. He never saw them write down verses, so when he tried to rap, he just freestyled. Like, it wasn't, like, planned out and thought out. It was just, like, whatever his environment was. It's just, like, if I see you making beats and I see you just, you know, freestyling or whatever, so when I make them, I'm going to just freestyle. I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, okay, let me do this, and this, like, so some other people might do. And I feel like that has translated in his music because he's just like, I'm going to just make music. Right. And back then, he used to just put out a lot of music. And I said all that to say about how good albums do. And this Uzi, I think, I'm hoping, I think it'll be 450,000. I hope it'll be 500, bro. And that'll be wild. That will be the best album. Not best because to date, I think it's the best album of the year.
Of the year.
To date, it's the best album of the year. But I mean, Drake has done like crazy numbers, like 700,000. Like Drake has done like 1 billion, like streams in like a month or something. Like he's the most streamed artist like on Apple Music and Spotify like ever. I think. Yeah. Like when that God's Plan and stuff dropped, like.
Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah, like Drake's, that's what I'm saying. But we say all that to say it will have the success, but he's just trying to tell you like his perspective of like, you know what I'm saying, what he felt about the album.
Yeah, at first, you know, I was like, man, I don't even like this album because, you know, the songs don't fit well with the whole concept of the album. But the more and more I listen to it, now I appreciate it because, you know, it's so unique. It's different, you know. Uzi is different. You know, at the end of the day, we all know, Uzi fans know that this guy is different.
How important is being different right now? I would say it's the number one thing.
That's the number one thing.
It doesn't matter. If you're different, like I said, y'all haven't seen it yet, but whatever you do musically, you just have to make sure it hits. And if it hits, then you're straight.
And I say different means diverse. Different is diversity. Diversity is different. That's what I believe. So, yeah, that's it.
I think Uzi's style is diversity.
Yeah, it
Uzi,
is.
Like I was explaining to him this, like Uzi's style is diversity, and it sounds so stupid when I'm saying that, but if y'all are Uzi fans, y'all know that.
Yeah.
There's no other way to describe it other than that, like you don't know. Yeah. Like I can't explain it because he literally unlocks new flows on every single bar. Like he just does whatever.
Right.
So it's like that's hard, and the type of demographic that Uzi has, bro, he touched a lot of people, like people our age, young kids, people like, let's say like 30, like people rock with Uzi. And there has to be a reason why. Because Uzi's not the guy that's going out here being like, hey, look at me, hey, look at me. He's literally the opposite. On Shells, that freestyle or that song I showed you, Uzi said, I'm too humble. He was like, I'm too humble. That's my feng shui. Like his style is like a humble guy.
Yeah.
I think you've seen that video where Uzi's like outside of the bus, like some kids.
Oh yeah,
he's
I
like,
remember that.
They're like, Uzi, how you doing?
Yeah.
He said, I don't know. It's only my 3rd day out here. Like,
yeah.
Uzi chilling, bro. But he can boss up. You know what I'm saying? He got Bugattis and everything. Like he's that guy.
A bunch of cars, man.
Yeah, his car collection is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I saw a video of him getting one of his cars towed.
Booted. Yeah, he got the boot. Yeah.
And he talked about that in one of his songs. He said, double park my lamb, no parking spot. He said that, and that was in Pop. And I was like, he did, because he had the boot on there. And then he posted that he parked his Lambo like right behind it, because he was in New York. There's no parking spots. You got to park on the street.
Yeah.
Like, and then he was getting his stuff towed. But I think that the Uzi EA stuff was fire, bro. I like what he did with that.
Yeah, I appreciate the album. So my rating, like a 1 out of 10 at first, was a 7.5. I mean, hey, I like the album even when I gave that rate. I told him that rate first. But now that I've, listened to it more and more and appreciated the sound quality, the whole concept, I'm still a concept person at the end of the day when I listen to new music. But now I give this rating a 9. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, straight up, from deep down in my heart. And I guess I'm a Uzi fan because I do listen to his music. I give him a 9 out of 10.
For me, you can only, or you should only judge an artist based off their previous work.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have to give the album a 10. And the reason why is because of, maybe a 10 is too high. I don't know. I'm going to just stick with the 10 because I feel like I just feel that the album was really well thought out. Like, if you can feel that and that's translated to me, then I feel like it deserves that. I feel like everything that went into the album, he planned it. Maybe it didn't work out exactly how you wanted, but the songs, the beats, that's one thing that's important to me. Every single beat on there was the highest quality beat that I've heard in a minute, other than just like the straight trap beats, you know what I'm saying? Uzi style, whoever worked on, whatever the producers were on this album, like, round of applause to y'all. Like, y'all did y'all's thing, bro.
Yeah. I love the production.
That's what I'm saying.
I love the
did y'all's
man.
thing. But the same way I would give Uzi's album a 10, I would give, and I don't know if you've heard it, and it's okay if you haven't, Jhené Aiko's album.
Oh, man, I love it.
That is a 10.
That album.
That is my favorite album out right now. And that's an album that, like, I can't listen to in the car, bro. Like, I have to listen to that while I'm by myself, bro, while I'm just chilling.
In the bed, sleeper, like, about to go to bed or something. Like,
literally. That's the one I would listen to, like, just, and I'm not on my phone at all, bro. I'm just listening to her voice. Like, Jhené is my crush, bro. So it's just like, I need to hear her talk to me. Like, I feel like she's talking to me.
It's soothing. Her voice is so soothing.
Is it not, bro? So, talk about her. Talk about her.
Man, okay.
I'm trying to be
I'm
Big
a
Sean.
TDE fan.
Okay.
And she brought back the nigga Ab Soul. She made Ab Soul come out of this. I don't know what he's been doing for so long, but I think it's the name of the song is called One Way Street. That song is so unique. I love it. That's one of my favorite songs on that album. Just, her hook, the way, she flows with that hook is soothing. I forgot the lyrics, man. I can't. I'm
gonna just jump in because I have a lot to say about Jhené. Jhené has what a lot of artists lack these days, and what a lot of artists try to get, in which I would describe as allure. Like Michael Jackson. That's the type of person that back then and even now is like, that's like viewed in a certain light. I'm not comparing their stardom, but I'm comparing the draw to her. She's kind of like, we all can relate to her, but she's like magical in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Jhené were to come in here, like, I literally, like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to try to be normal, but I couldn't. Like, it's just like, I don't know how to act. Because it's like, I think highly of her. Like, mentally, she takes care of herself. Like, she stresses, like, I don't know, bro. She's just super smart. super relatable. It's just like that type of person. I would feel like, okay, I need to be on my, you know what I'm saying? I need to be on my P's and Q's. I need to be my best self for this person type stuff. Like, she's the type of person that you would want to be the best you could be if you were, you know what I'm saying, around her. And just her vibe, and it's literal vibes, because she believes in like meditation and different things. Oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about. See, he finally found the song, and that's the thing. In on the one-way street.
Going the wrong way on the wrong one-way street.
Like, she's hard. But that's the thing about Jhené. Oh my goodness, bro. Like, Jhené's music like gives me chills. Like, I'm actually being for real. Like, I'm not boosting anything. Like, it's a feeling. Like, music has lacked that for a long time. Like Nip was really the only Nip, Ye, and Frank, to me, are my favorite artists, and I love Big Sean. And those guys' music, like, when it hits me, like when Kanye says everything I'm not made me everything I am, that hits me. When Big Sean talking about what did he say about something about he was in Kanye's crib with Kirk Franklin, something like when he just talks about his come up, like certain people when they say stuff, I think it's finally famous when it just hits you, when you feel a certain way. And Jhené's music is literally like it, like all your insecurities and all that other stuff. She's like telling you, it's like a therapist, bro. Jhené is a therapist, like literally through her music. She literally is. And she's real too. She's from the hood. She's gangbanging and everything. But she came from Slauson, bro. Like, she's been around that. She's always throwing it up. She like she has respect. No, I'm saying for real. Yeah. Like, she got respect from the hood, but she's still that pretty girl that can sing. But that's what I'm saying. Like, she has it all, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Everybody loves Jhené Aiko. I don't know, like, you know.
Another girl I like that is Kehlani. I like Kehlani.
Oh yeah, I knew you was gonna. Man, I heard a song she was featured on with Meg Thee Stallion.
She don't need to be with Meg, bro.
You don't like Meg?
I like Meg. But
as far as...
I don't really care too much about Meg. Yeah. We don't mean it. Yeah, let's just bounce around. But Meg put out a project. I listened to it. It was straight. I don't think that project was worth fighting over, because I don't think it's going to do that good. But the reason why I don't think it's going to do that good is because I'm not connecting with it. You know, she has millions of little thotties out here running around talking about some... Captain Hook, like, relax, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep it real.
Don't get me wrong.
That was not a classic. That was not a classic by any means.
It was okay, but it wasn't unique. I'd rather listen to Jhené Aiko.
Jhené said she might do like 200K in the first week.
Oh.
People have been waiting on the Jhené stuff for a minute.
Yeah.
Bro.
Since what was it?
There's this
song with Sativa on it.
I don't remember what it was.
It's Trip. It's Trip.
Okay.
That was the last album, which, you know, it did so well.
Yo,
as far as my opinion. Hold on, wait. Are you right, bro?
Yo, 11 minutes ago, Donovan Mitchell has been tested positive for the coronavirus.
Wow.
Look, Jazz players privately say that Rudy Gobert had been careless in the locker room, touching other players and their belongings. Now a Jazz teammate has been tested positive.
I need to go get checked.
How do we get checked?
Oh, I need to go to the doctor's office and get a checkup.
But you don't have any. You don't have any symptoms. No, there are symptoms of it. The symptoms are, there's difference between the symptoms of the flu, allergies, and the coronavirus. And the coronavirus, from what I've seen, everybody gets a fever. You get like diarrhea. You get a dry cough. And with the coronavirus, there's no like muscle ache. You do get fatigue and you get sleepy. So like the muscle ache and stuff that you would get from the flu, you don't really get that with the coronavirus. You have a fever, and the cough is dry. In Texas, it's a little bit different because we are in allergy season.
Yeah.
So this is normal for us. Like a runny nose is not a symptom of the coronavirus. A runny nose because the news stations were putting it out there. Like there's certain, and it was not the news stations, it was Dallas news stations. Like because it's gonna be harder for us to tell. Like we've been having allergies, bro. Like it's allergy season for us right now. So you might think you're sick, blah, 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 but that's the thing. You probably just get tested either way. Yeah. But if you don't have any symptoms of it, and like I said, you're at super low risk. But they were exposed to somebody that did have it. So I guess you're right. And they are in an environment where I feel like it's easier for them to catch than us because they're professional athletes, bro. They work out together. It's passed by bodily fluids. Right. So since you've been here, you haven't touched any of my sneezes or anything like that. Like, you haven't touched somebody's spit. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're in an environment where everybody's sweaty. People bleed. People sneeze. And like they said, he was being reckless. Like, that's crazy. I don't say that to just... Look at this. Soulja Boy invested in a soap company back in 2019. And over the last 2 months, he sold 3,000 products. A typical 100 a month. Wait, what? This had nothing to do with anything. I thought they were going to say, like, the stock of the soap company went up 1,000% because people are buying it up. People are buying up this, what's it called? Everything. The soap, the sanitizer. So Donovan Mitchell has it now because Rudy gave it to him? Mm. That's crazy. What a bad teammate. I'm just kidding. I don't want to bash him, but it's just like the media is portraying him to be like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know the specifics of the situation. Yeah. But you can go back to talking about Jhené. So Jhené, we just want to talk about that because Jhené released new music and we love the album. Like, that would be a whole nother like conversation to go into every single song and break down the album because her album deserves that. Her album doesn't just deserve to be like, you know what I'm saying, really just touched on in the mood, but that's why we're not really gonna get into it, like, because if we talk about it, we gotta really talk about it. But we just want to let y'all know, like, that album like is great. Yeah, the album is great, bro. Like,
I'm gonna listen to that whole album.
Just bro. I'm literally just gonna play this intro, and I'm not gonna play a lot of it because I don't want to get copyrighted, but. I have like all these new albums on there, so it's taking me a while to find it. So you see, just hear that grain, so it sounds like an old sample. You hear those chords, bro? Mm-hmm. Let's just hear the first bar. Like, what? Like, she's like that, bro. Her voice is just like, you have to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? If you hear her voice just sing randomly, are you not like...
It touches my soul. I'm like, woo!
Who is that? Who is that? Oh, that's you? Okay, I'm coming over there. Yeah. Like, man, I need to listen to this, man. This is the only thing that's going to get me through the coronavirus scare, bro. Hell yes.
That's a good way that first song, that's a good way to start off an album.
Yeah, let's just listen to a little bit more of it.
Yeah, man. He came and broke it till it was open, just like a
You see what I'm saying, bro?
It's touching my soul.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
I think I got chill.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. No, she's really like that. Like, it's crazy. Her music
is powerful.
Yeah, her music is powerful. Yeah. Like, oh man, and this album cover, she just got perfect skin, bro. So I'm just looking at it like, oh, I need to get my skin right. I need to go vegan. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. I'm like, you're right. I need to get my life together. Yeah. Because Big Sean bagged you, and he said he's been meditating since he was 17, and you know, Big Sean take care of himself. Like, yeah, he's one of those guys that's like really, you know what I'm saying? He's on it, like, with as far as mental health, just taking care of yourself, doing everything for yourself. And they literally like separated because of whatever reason, but didn't do anything toxic to each other and to themselves, right? And ended up back together because they split up or whatever and went their separate ways, but still had the same energy of positivity and fighting through adversity and trying to be a better person for yourself and other people. And then they ended up, you know what I'm saying, back around each other. I don't know if they're specifically together, but like, they're really like that. They were the same apart as they were together. Like, that's crazy. So, next girl I mess with, bro, I need me a Jhené or a Kalani Like I don't want a Megan.
I'm sorry.
Megan's
Yeah,
are canceled, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't get me wrong. She's good. Popular. She's very popular. I mean, she's popping.
Of course.
On the scene, of course.
Only because sex appeal.
Yeah.
She cannot rap. She went on First Take and said that she has bars. She doesn't have bars. She can rap. She doesn't have bars, bro.
Yeah, she can rap. I give it that.
Who do you like better, Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B? I like Cardi B better. Way better. Cardi B has a way better personality. Way funnier, for sure. More genuine, for sure.
Yeah.
But Cardi B is a lot older. She's only 24. Cardi B is a woman, a grown woman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, Meg is only 24 years old.
Yeah, she's young.
Cardi is a grown woman that was stripping, like, grinded, got some fame, and actually maintained it, worked the system, gained people's like affection and stuff through her personality.
Started off as a stripper.
Through her personality. But I'm saying, through her personality, she got all that.
Yeah.
Like, I love Cardi. Like, and I don't even have to listen to another Cardi song ever, but like Cardi's energy, like I feel like she's just a different breed. She from New York. Like all she knows is to be real. And that always shines through. Like, you have never seen Cardi B be fake. But I think we have yet to see the real Megan. Online, Cardi, that's her. She's the same every single place she goes.
Yeah. And to speak on Megan Thee Stallion, seeing her with Moneybagg Yo, then
I like that couple though, because I feel like they were good together. But
she was with other dudes. Got what's his name?
G-Eazy,
kissing sucking all on her face, sucking the chocolate. Getting some of that succulent chocolates.
Yeah, that was weird.
G-Eazy
looked like he was a child, but Jeezy's like 6'3". He's pretty tall.
Yeah, but like with Megan Thee Stallion, with Minimum Trey Songz, I forgot to mention him.
They were together.
I mean, from what you see,
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
she's a hot girl.
Hopping.
She's a hot girl.
Dude,
hot girls are not it.
Yeah.
Hot girls are not it.
Eventually, throughout her career, she'll evolve into a woman and not, stick with this hot girl.
But that's the thing, though. It's just like, I always feel bad, and I literally feel like I can't make an opinion, and I feel like I hate that because it's like, I feel like it's so much easier for people in the industry, let's say like Joe Budden, to speak on something and be definitive and say, you shouldn't be doing this. But to me, I view it as like, bro, you made it though. Like, I'm giving my opinion, but it's like, we want to make it too.
Right.
So you don't know her progression and where she might, develop into.
Yeah, I feel like she'll get there.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Is it even bad the way she's approaching it? Because what if, in order for us to get to where we want to be, we have to, do certain things. And it's not like you're doing something bad, but it's just like, it's not your final form. But that was necessary for you to get the stage and get the audience and even have the opportunity to grow in the industry. And everybody is not going to do what I think is right. And what do you mean? What do I mean by right? Like, what is right? It's another person's life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I mean, we're just speaking on it. So I like doing all this like media stuff, but sometimes I feel like, what am I really saying? Because it's like, I don't know them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we don't.
But I'm trying to say something because I want to talk about it. But it's like, I don't want to be reckless, and I feel like, let's just say I'm saying all that, and then Megan were to come in and I meet her, and she's like the nicest girl on earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what.
Because in my mind,
like
I am gonna meet all these people.
Yeah.
In my mind, like, I feel like I will be able to meet all these people I want to meet. Big Sean, everybody, like, because that's what I want to take it to. So people that have access to those celebrities, they can speak more, on it. But even we speak on it because we can. Everybody can say what they want. But I always think like, dang, bro, like, what if it's not even really like that? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a guy talking about it. Yeah. So, but I mean, that it's just all for entertainment. But I find it sad sometimes because I think me and the other people I'm around, we try to, just be chill about it. But some people are really out here like bashing people. And I will bash people, but it's like, my opinion doesn't, I know my opinion doesn't count. It's not going to stop their success. But other people really feel like their opinion is like, I'm going to stop you. Like, you're trash, blah, 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 blah.
I learned not to do that anymore.
Yeah, talk about it from an artist perspective, because I'm talking about it from a producer perspective too. Talk about it from the artist perspective.
As an up-and-coming artist, I learned not to, you know, bash another artist's music, whether it doesn't sound good, but it's always good to be honest. At the end of the day, honesty is the key.
He's just saying that, I mean, I would feel like it's more about honesty to you, though, because, I mean, it's only your truth. That's what people got to realize. So, like, I say the Uzi album is fire. Another person says the Uzi album is trash. I'm going to feel a certain type of way because, in my mind, there's one truth that is fire. But it's like that, bro. It's music. It's just, it's subjective. So, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like that. I just think about that stuff when I attack certain topics and stuff because I'm like, what am I saying, bro? Like, I'm thinking, like, what stance am I going to take? How do I feel about this? Like, doing these videos really makes you be like, assess the situation, and you immediately have to think about what stance am I going to take? What perspective am I going to come at it from?
Right.
So I'm trying to get into more just stating whatever happens and just think about the situation and go from like a more genuine perspective than just like, or natural perspective than just like an investigator type stuff.
Right.
Because I don't know. So I'm just I don't know. I'm just saying how it looks. Because I was thinking, like, all her stuff that she put out there about her label and all that, like, none of us know any of that to be true. That's just what she told people over at Instagram Live. Like, I don't know that that's actually true. I don't know if her label told her she can't drop her music, or did they tell her that we won't give you what you want, but we'll give you this. She doesn't want to take this. She wants that. So since she won't get what she wants, now she's saying, okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do this. They're saying, no, you can't do that. You can't drop music then. I don't know if they say you couldn't drop music, you couldn't do this, you couldn't do music videos, you couldn't make money. I don't know what was said because, like, I wasn't there and no one was there. So it's just like we try to analyze, and I see other people all the time, like on shows and stuff, and they're really good at, like, because they just know they've been around the music industry a lot. So I'm just trying to make my opinion, like, valid. Like, so hopefully as, like, the platform grows and stuff like that, we'll be like valued, like, okay, these dudes actually know what they're talking about type stuff. Yeah. But you really don't know how people are the people gonna think that like we're genuine or they not. And the only way to have that possibility is just to be genuine. I mean, you could have a train of thoughts that you already know that you're gonna attack, but it's just like at a certain point it's just gotta be like, whatever, bro. I guess we'll just go wherever with it.
Yeah. Express how you feel, you know, be real, express how you feel, you know, speak on things, you know, if, you know, an artist does this and you don't like it, you know, speak on it. Speak on it.
Yeah, a lot of people get passes for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But that just goes deeper than anything. It just goes more into creation. It's just because I view myself as a person that will not always be on the bench. I view myself as a person that's on the bench, but eventually I'm going to be in the game.
Right.
So I can't really be talking so much about everything that's going on in the game where I haven't been in yet, because I expect to be in. That's just like I'm on the bench and I'm talking like, oh, can you not guarding him? Like, you really can't guard him? Like, really? Really? As a fan, I'm never going to get in the game, so of course I can say that. But I view myself as somebody that's on the bench, that's going to be in the game eventually. So I'm going to have to, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like
you feel like you know that you're going to get to that point in your career. So it's like, it makes you be like, oh, I'm on the artist perspective, but then I'm on the fan perspective too. And sometimes it works out good when you can fully grasp it. But when it's like controversial, if it's a topic like that, like let's say Meg or something that's not so clear cut, it makes you be like, okay, let me just go in on her. But then it's like, let me not, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's 24.
Young.
Because I was just saying about Cardi and all that other stuff. Like, that's just how I feel. But then when I heard myself saying that, I started to feel a certain type of way. Because it's like, I wanna make it too.
Yeah, same.
Like, I want to make it too. So, I mean, she hasn't done anything wrong. She really hasn't. But I'm just telling you, you know what I'm saying, my opinion, I guess. Yeah. Or my view at the moment. It could change. It changes all the time.
You know, I mean, she's hot now in the music business, in the music scene, on the music scene, the rap community. I mean, you know, she got so many years to, you know, show us what she can bring to the table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, an album where she's, you know, putting all that hot girl aside. You know what I'm saying?
You never know what she could do. That's the thing. You never know what she could do with her artistry, where she could go.
It's just up to her at this point.
Maybe
like,
she,
you know.
Maybe. Yeah. So that's a better way of saying it. Like, since she is young, I mean, if you think about it, everybody young was doing something that people disagree with. Let's say young people breaking out in an industry where they're viewed a certain way at first, and then you see the end result and they become like the king. Let's say somebody like Kobe. He came into the league at 18 talking about, yeah, I'm really like that. Nobody respected him.
Yeah.
Now, fast forward years later, Kobe is the god of basketball, the greatest basketball player ever.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. Kobe is that's what I'm saying. Young guys, our generation, we've been knowing that. Like, I mean, Jordan is Jordan.
Right.
But Kobe was always the GOAT. Like, you have current NBA players saying that. You have LeBron saying that Kobe's the GOAT. Like, people already knew that. Because Kobe was not like a player. He was a killer. He will do anything to win. So it's just not like LeBron, he's a fantastic athlete, like the best athlete in the world. And he will just, you know what I'm saying? He's a winner. He's a winner. Kobe was a killer.
He was up for a challenge.
Any challenge. Yes. Defensively, that's the thing. Kobe is a guard. This dude will dunk on 7-footers. Like, he doesn't care. He'll catch lobs.
He will embarrass you.
Like, shoot it from wherever. It's not like, oh, Steph, he gonna pull up. Like, Kobe, you don't know. Because he can do everything. He can do everything. He can do everything. Even somebody like LeBron, he came in, crowned himself king, and people hated on that. But now you're seeing the after effects, and years later, it's like, oh, he is the king. People are always going to hate, and not hate, but it's like, when you're young and you're in something that other people have been in for a while, it's always going to be met with some type of resistance. I told myself this to keep myself motivated. I was like, when I tried to first learn how to edit, I was like, I literally felt like it was impossible, bro. Like, I was looking up all these videos and stuff like that. Yeah. And I was like, dude, this is literally like, I'm never going to learn this. And I told myself, and I don't even know where I got this from. Maybe I got it from somewhere, but I think I really just got it maybe from reading like some philosophy books. I feel like when you start anything new, there's always an immediate pushback. And it makes you feel like you can't do it. And you have to keep going enough to where that like goes away.
Right.
So when you start to do something, there's always going to be a period of resistance where you literally feel like what is this? Like, I guess you would call it a learning curve, but it feels physical though. It feels like I can't do this. Like, when you first started trying to produce, did it not feel like, what am I doing, bro? Like, how do people do this? You can't get the full picture in your head, and you're just like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But you gotta, I don't know. That's why I told myself, bro, just keep watching these videos. Just keep doing it. Because eventually you're going to get to the point where you can actually do it. And then I did.
Into it, the more you
and it sounds weird. Yeah. It sounds weird, but it literally feels physical though. Because it feels like I can't do it. Like, I feel it. Like, bro, this is too much. Like, you feel that way.
Yeah, I felt the same way about making music. When I started recording at 16, I mean, I thought it was just, me spitting the best bars, but, doing it more, recording more, a lot of songs, making new music, making new material. I learned that, there's highs and, with your vocals, there's highs and lows. You got to think, like, how can I...
You learn the ins and outs. Anything, when you see something, you can only see, and I feel like that's what that sometimes this is what makes people feel like they can't do something. When you see something, you see it like this. You see an overview. Right? Then once you actually pursue it, you get closer to it, you see that what you thought was just that one dot or that one circle there's literally a million things inside that, and you're like, all these things make up what I want. How am I gonna do all that?
Yeah, like you feel discouraged. You be like, "Oh, can I do this?"
Yeah, this is a lot of stuff, and it's not just a lot of stuff. In each of those things, there's more stuff inside of those. So you're like, bro, like, it's all this to make a song. Like, oh, I need all this equipment. Okay. Oh, I need a digital audio workspace. Okay. Well, I need to be good at laying down vocals or mixing, master. Oh, I need to get it mixed, mastered. Like, how do I EQ? Like, how do I do certain things? Like, how do I do these effects? How do I do whatever? How do I get it out on streaming platforms? How do I get people to actually connect with my music?
Right.
How do I deal with me feeling like I'm good enough, but me not feeling like people are getting that, you know what I'm saying? Rocking with it like that.
Yeah.
Like, all of that goes into it and a million other things. And you think about that every single day constantly. And I feel like that's really what I've been on, like, a lot lately. I think about all of that stuff all the time. I'm just like, and I feel like it's going to make the journey a lot longer than it needed to be, bro. Because in my mind, every day is like filled with just thoughts all the time. Thoughts of just like doubt and a bunch of other stuff. So I feel like that's making it take longer. Taking it longer, but I feel like once I do make it, I'm going to think like, dang, bro, I finally made it now. So what if I would have just believed in myself fully and not even stressed for the last 2 years?
Right.
It could have been a breeze.
Right.
But those 2 years felt like forever because I didn't know if I was going to make it. But then when you actually make it, it's like, bro, I'm actually here. So what was that all for? It's just like when the kid's crying on the way because his mom made him go in the car with him, and then he ends up at Disney World. Like, why are you crying the whole time? I was taking you here.
Yeah. The baby.
We could talk about the baby. The baby.
That situation.
Last week, a female fan, put her phone in his face like this, and that man said, "Yoop," and she low-key ate it though. But he like apologized to her and everything like that. But I saw like right after Sean C, he's a YouTuber, he put out this video of the problem with the baby.
Yes.
And obviously they're gonna say, why have you not learned from other people that have been in the industry and have done domestic violence and all this other stuff? But he's just one of those rappers that's just like, they say that the baby's like mad 24/7. Like, he's one of those rappers that's just like,
I don't think he is. I just think, he's about his business. I mean, he don't take no shit. He's he's a hood.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
He's a
hood.
But I feel like you gotta move. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know, bro. Because you don't know. That's in a low light situation. Like, you do not know. If somebody, how do you even know it's a girl?
Yeah, like it was just just the reaction.
No, everybody else knew because y'all could see the situation. Yeah. But if I'm leaving my show, did he not have a hood on? Did he not have a hoodie on?
He did have a hoodie on.
He had a jacket or something on. Like, you're walking in a straight line. I'm not. Why am I worried about people taking pictures of me? I'm a celebrity. It happens all the time. And then something just hits him in the head. Of course, you're gonna hit. Who is that?
It's the way he reacted, and Now, I don't know if he's getting backlash from all this now. I mean,
they said they're going to have him on all these talk shows talking about the baby. When you hit that woman, I felt it too. You hit me and every other woman here. And I woke up out of my sleep that night and I thought, not the baby. Like, they're saying,
what's his name? Diamond.
Yeah,
you seen that? Yeah.
They're getting everybody out of here, bro. So
yeah,
they're probably gonna get at him a little bit.
That situation was just a misunderstanding. I don't know if this is true. Did she file a lawsuit on him?
I have no idea.
We don't know. Maybe she will. I mean, you saw his video, his apology video. He was saying that he'll apologize, he'll fly out, treat her because the lawsuit. I'm pretty sure he was raised. His mom taught him, never put your hands on a female. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up like that.
Yeah.
So I understand it. It was just,
I feel like it's not going to go to court because he probably will just pay her for damages. Yeah. But he's not I don't think he's in the wrong. The only reason he's in the wrong is because he hit a woman. But let's say that was a man and that situation went through, charges were maybe filed, but the baby's not going to get charged with any type of assault or anything because that was self-defense. Literally, the video was showing that. So, point blank, period. I mean, it wasn't premeditated. I mean, I got hit with something. The video was showing that. Let's say it was a guy, and the guy hits him with the phone. The baby slaps him. You bring that to a judge. He hit me with the phone, so I slapped him. Like, there's no. It wasn't. They didn't shoot him. They didn't jump him.
It ain't like the baby knew who the person was and just walked up to the dude and jumped.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
It's not the only reason why she's gonna get any money, just because that's how much social pressure is on him to fix the situation because it's a woman. So yeah, that's what I think about it. But yeah, we've been having this on, and look, bro, they're showing so many people dying from all this stuff.
People getting vaccinated.
Oh, the Lil Baby's concert got shut up, and I wanted to go see him.
Oh, yes, I heard about that. No, matter of fact, I saw a clip.
Yeah. They're all running out, and Lil Baby, he's getting a lot bigger than he was before. Like, one of my homies, Alexis, he went to his concert like in 2017, and he was like super close to him. Like Goyeo was there, Quando Rondo, a bunch of guys were there, and to see now how big he's gotten, bro, like it's great. And I don't think Lil Baby is not even the type of person that promotes violence like that, bro.
Yeah, he just talks about.
So that's what I'm saying. He just talks about trapping and money. So I feel like that's a one-time thing. I don't think he's that type that would invoke that out of the crowd. You know what I'm saying? He's not even that violent in his music like that. He's just talking about money. Yeah. But yeah.
Just a hustler, so he's getting it. And, he lives through his music.
Facts.
Yeah.
I think we just going to end it right there unless you got anything else to say.
Sure, I would talk about the weekend.
Talk about the weekend.
Yo, like, wasn't we supposed to get an album from him?
They said, no. They said that it's dropping like the 21st or something.
The 21st.
I think there's a release date. I don't know if it's the 21st, but it's a release date. I did a video on his short film, but it got blocked in all countries. So that's why I haven't put it up. So I'll just save the video or like film another video when his album comes out. But I do believe that the weekend will
you're right.
do numbers. What did it say? The 21st?
No, the 20th.
The 20th.
Is that a Friday?
I don't know. Look it up.
Let's see.
But yeah, I already said that.
Yeah,
I said,
Friday.
Okay, let me ask you, between Uzi, Drake, and The Weeknd, who do you think when they drop is going to do the most numbers?
I don't know.
Do you think The Weeknd will do more than Uzi? He might. That's what I'm saying. The Weeknd is a superstar.
Yeah, he is. All three of them to me are superstars.
They are.
But they're,
But I'm talking about The Weeknd is a pop star.
Yeah.
A rock star.
Different styles of music.
Yeah. But the different fan bases. The Weeknd has the girl fan base on lock.
Yes.
Drake has that as well.
Yeah.
But Uzi has it too, but I'm just talking about, I just think The Weeknd, I don't know. I think he can do it. So that's the podcast. I'm glad the homie could stop by. We're just going to wrap it up with that.
Thank you for having me, man.
I
really enjoyed it.
If you want to say anything to them, just let them know where to follow you and everything like that.
Yeah, y'all can follow me on Instagram. I go by the name Devon the Great. You can put it on the
Yeah, I'll put it everywhere,
Devon the Great. Follow me on Twitter. Devon Making Music. Facebook. Right now. Well, I ain't gonna share my Facebook right now. I'm gonna have to change the name because it's my government.
Yeah.
So, and also I just wanna, I really appreciate you for this gift. Like,
yeah, I had to give him that college dropout.
I'm a huge fan of Kanye.
I know y'all can't see all of my vinyls, but I have a lot in here, bro. So I already have one of those hanging up.
And I just want to appreciate you for that. I hope I don't get long with it. I hope the camera gets this. I just want to, thank you, and to, keep doing your thing. I show love. Every chance I get, to watch your videos, man, I'll be like, dang, man.
I know.
Like, it's good to see you doing that and you staying committed. Just continue to stay committed with this, bro. You'll be great, bro.
I know. I'm trying. Will, man. Thank you, bro, for real.
Yeah. So
that's all we gotta say, bro. We'll see y'all again later. We out.